Hey everyone, Matt from Workshop Tinkerers here. Today I wanted to talk small parts storage. As you can see in front of you, I have my current purchase solutions. From old school to old cheap school to some solutions I've tried out because either they're cheap, they're a bigger upgrade version of the cheap version, or I needed some larger storage space. And also some background and other research on systems. I mean, they're out there. They're all-in-one systems. So everyone who tinkers, who messes with anything, knows the need for part storage, small part storage, especially, say, small screws that you buy in bulk, small, and pretty much anything that you get. Mostly they come in stuff like this, which is fine if it's not broken when you receive it, which these days seems to be about 50% chance. They're small. They have everything in the correct spot. They have these little dividers in here. And the problem with this is, I've found, is these dividers like to lift and then the parts mix together. So it comes out, lifts up, and the parts get mixed up. And now you have the painstaking process of what goes where. So my solution was to start looking into permanent bins. Well, first I bought this from Stanley because it was on sale for cheap and I needed something for my 3D printer supplies. And these also have the removable bins, but they take quite a bit more effort to remove, but they're also quite large for a lot of my small parts. Now, I was looking into things. Originally I started off with bin drawers like this, where each drawer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many compartments in it. You put a label on it and you stick it against the wall somewhere, which is fantastic if you have a lot of wall space, a lot of open wall. Space in my workshop and area is at extreme premium. I have shelving units everywhere I can stick them to try to take up storage area, to give me storage area, add some horizontal space to vertical areas. I do have pegboard on this entire wall above my workbench. These two here in the back actually reside on my workbench. They're not properly sorted or anything, but they both are mostly full of stuff. Now, I decided this was a really inefficient use of space. I'd actually like to get rid of both of these. Why? That's a square foot of workbench space I could use. I could put something else there. So I started looking into these other things. Now, during my research, I found this, well, I was introduced to a really nice system called Sortimo, thanks to Adam Savage from Mythbusters and a YouTube channel called Tested that I watch slightly obsessively. Yay, Tested. Which is, as far as I could tell, a fantastic system. It has a lot of vertical storage space. It comes with its own rack, or you can buy the rack. Problem is, it's like $40 per one of these, not including the $200 rack. Well, I'd said, okay, I don't have that kind of money sitting around. I'm not a famous TV personality. Anyways, I started with something small like this. It was on sale for $5 or something like that from Ace. So I tried it out. I like it. I like it fine. It's small. Too small. So I started doing more research, and I decided on trying these two, the DeWalt and the Stanley. There's several other brands that are very similar, and they all look identical. They're all black with yellow. I don't know why. They all are. Now, what I like about these two systems is they have removable bins. So this is a brand new I just got yesterday. Here's one that's pretty much filled. And as you can see, it works quite well. Now what I like about this is you need a M4 and an M2. Grab the bins. And if I just filled these in yesterday, but generally when I go through, I put a label in there too. So I know this is a number 10 by 1 inch sheet metal screw. And the rest I just have to know just by looking at it. It's close enough for my purposes. Or number 8 by 3/4, whatever. Now, eventually I'll have this, like, this is going to be in the stainless steel area. This will be, with all my rivets will be in one. I'll have it more sorted out as I add units. But, back to what I was saying, it has very easy, very modular systems. Now, the problem with that is, as you can see in this filled one versus brand new one, there aren't quite enough small bins for my taste. Or I need small amounts, but like to that direction. So a long but narrow for long screws or whatever that I don't have a lot of. They're specialty. I only need 20, 40, whatever. That'll fit in a small bin. Well, thankfully I have a 3D printer. I found out someone's already done the work to make these bins 3D style, 3D modeled and stuff, so they're easily printable. Fantastic. Now my plan is for this is to make a wooden box that fits on one of my shelving units that these just slide in. These do have nice lips on the side here that if you put a block, it'll just slide in, so there's no actual shelves. It'll just take 6 to a dozen of these. I currently have 4. They're $15 a piece from where I got them, or roundabout. I mean, you shop around, you find them for different prices. Now, the other one is this DeWalt. The reason why I got this DeWalt is there are several brands that are all about the same, but they're also modular. The whole thing comes out. They also have different size things, but this one is much, much larger. As in, I can put a NEMA 17 with extruder assembly just in one of the bins. I put a piece of foam in here that the stepper actually came in, and it's just in a bin. Now, obviously there's room for more in here. If I grab another stepper, you can actually quite easily see another stepper will fit in there, which is fantastic, perfect for my needs, as I keep saying over and over and over again. Actually, now I'm thinking of it, I'm just going to throw this one in here, or like that. Why is this important? I need larger parts, I need smaller parts, I need everything, because I know stuff like this will happen where I forgot I even had this sitting on my workbench. I've been looking for this for like a month because I was going to try it out with a new extruder, a new geared extruder, see if I can reduce weight and not have to deal with a Bowden. I will, if you don't know what that is, I talk about it in some of my 101 Hero upgrades. Anyways, small port storage. What's the best? Depends. For me, right now, I'm cheap. I can build stuff. I'm going to try making rack systems for both of these because they do have lips on the side. This one actually has less lip because it's meant to be stacked and locked together with additional. So this lip here will lock into this. When you sit it on top, you can carry 3-4 of these at a time. Great for some people. I won't like that myself. This one does not have this unit. This one here, same style. And actually that's why I was having problems getting it to close, apparently. So down or up, it'll lock it in, and it'll actually lock into the feet of the next one up. Now you have a lot of shelf space. You have a lot of small area, wall area. These bins are perfect. I actually have 3 or 4 of these. I get them at garage sales. You need larger parts. These bins are perfect. Same scenario. I don't have enough wall space for this to be practical. And mind you, I do have a couple of these. I bought one specifically to put parts in, and honestly it needs sorted out, cleaned out, and parts reallocated. Parts put in, small parts put into these Stanleys. Anyways, my major point is small part storage is always an ongoing battle. I'm battling that right now because I have too many parts and not enough storage. And the best system doesn't necessarily mean it has to be expensive. The Sortimo system. These Stanley bins have almost all the same properties as the Sortimo, other than because the handle, it does lose some storage space. I don't like that. But it has small compartmentalized parts that are completely removable. They lock into place, so even if I remove all the parts around one of these bins, you can see it moves a little bit. I close it down. If I make it so I can close it, it's not going anywhere. The only real downside of this is you do have to worry about, like, washers do slide out. So I found if I glue a thin strip of cork or EVA foam or something like that, it overcomes that problem and actually makes a seal against the lid. Not the best solution, but it's a good solution. It works, and it's only the smallest washers. I mean, these can be picked up and carried around. I just try to avoid it right now because I'm still sorting. But anyways, so Sortimo, from what I can tell, is a very popular but expensive system. This is readily available. I got this at the Home Depot yesterday. Also get it on Amazon. This one's from Lowe's. This one's from Ace. I haven't been to my other couple of big box hardware stores to see what they have, but I'm sure they have other similar systems. Look around, see what you can find, and don't be afraid to experiment. Any suggestions would be highly appreciated. Ways to better improve my labeling, ways to better actually store these things. If you have a cheaper solution that doesn't lose space, let me know. I'm only 4 into this one. I can always throw those out in the shed and start a new system inside. Given enough time, that's not a big deal to me. Now, if I got like 20 of these and, oh, someone has such a better solution that I have to upgrade, then I might be a little peeved. But right now, suggestions are welcome. Anyways, thanks everyone so much for watching. Keep tinkering. See you next time.